Sure. I have also the, Laurie who would like to ask questions. Laurie, did you hear us? Yes.
Yes.
I see you now. Wow.
I have to meet a colleague right now, but I will ask my question really quickly then. I wanted to ask, like, questions were already asked about expats, and I wanted to ask you, Christian, like, as you said, in 2014, a lot of expats went back home, and costs were cut in that way as well. Do you think that the trend will repeat itself, like companies will get rid of expats, or they still need their expats here, and in which positions then? What is the trend? What do you think?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Personally, I believe there will always be some expatriates also in Russia, like in all countries. But it is quite limited to a couple of cases. So for instance, I will just name maybe 2 or 3 typical situations where expatriates are still used. So one typical situation is technology transfer. So let's say a company says, I want to build a plant somewhere, set up a workshop in Russia, Volga region. Then of course you need people to be sent from the headquarters, you know, on site to be technologically in charge for the process. And but this will be or is then a very well defined project. So the people go there for 1 or 2 years and then they go back for the headquarters. But this is one very common case. Another common case is big multinational companies. As I'm German, I would say Siemens or Volkswagen, but the same is true for GE or other companies. It doesn't matter where they are from. They have a global rotation system for their executives. So they will send somebody from the USA to Russia for 3 years, and after 3 years you will go to India, and after 3 years to China, and then go back to the USA. This is a global rotation system to make sure there is a constant best practices approach. So these people look into all the markets, you know, and the companies want to make sure they operate in the same way and up to the same values in all of the countries they work in. This is something in big corporations mostly. And then the third case is the mid-sized Belgian or German or Finnish company would say, I need a person I trust, and I trust only my countrymen, and I will send a Finn now to St. Petersburg to be in charge for my Russian business, would say, than the Finnish company. So these things happen, but more and more rarely. So it used to be like that, very common in the future, but this is now very rarely. And if these cases happen, it is usually not that they would send somebody from the headquarters who does not know Russia and who doesn't know the country, but it would be a so-called local expatriate, somebody like Stefan, yeah, so who lives in Russia, who probably speaks the language, I don't know, yeah, who knows the culture, yeah, more or less, and it can be
like myself,
like yourself, and can be then the cultural bridge, basically, between the country, in this case Russia, and the headquarter. So this happens, but it's not as common as it used to be.
Maybe I can add something, Laurie. Maybe we're an exception. We are not so big in Russia, 200 people, but we are hiring more and more expats, but all in commercial positions, because our customers are non-Russian customers, but they are based, like Siemens, for example, in Russia. And we are hiring more and more expats for a commercial position. So in general positions, maybe less, but we see that for commercial profiles, it's very hard to find local people with the right attitude and that the customer can trust us. It's not about we trusting our own people, but the customer trust. So we hire a bit more, but maybe we are an exception in that.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Stefan, and this commercial, you are engaged them as expats, or they are working remotely in European country? I mean,
we have
because your customer generally is worldwide.
We have people we hire in Belgium for Russia, and they travel every month 2 weeks per month to Russia, which is not the case at the moment. We have really expats who we will hire in Belgium and they move to Russia. And we have local people who are living here for a long time and they change job. They have a local contract, but of course they have some conditions like insurance, which are expat conditions, or we support them in the housing. So it's a threefold kind of approach.
Okay, thank you.